Hey everyone, Gil here of Camppatton Family Compound and Gray Man Prepping. This video is going to go to both because it's a little cooking for both of them. So it's dealing both with homesteaders and with preppers on this one. So what I'm doing here is I'm going to cook something up. I'm going to take what I started cooking a couple days ago with the can of the roast beef and the taco seasoning and stuff when I was making the quesadillas. And that was posted only on Camppatton Family Compound, and I'll try to remember to put a link to it up here. So what I'm doing now is I'm going to take what I cooked in and expand upon it to use it as a burrito filling. So here we go. So I got 1 cup of water boiling here, and I'm going to add 1 cup of rice to it. All right, going there. Go ahead and turn this temperature down here. There we go. Now I'm also going to add to this the shredded roast beef with the taco seasoning, the chipotle Tabasco sauce, and the other stuff. I'm going to add that to it as well. And yes, someone's going to say, oh, the rice isn't done. Doesn't matter. The rice only takes so long to cook, and I can heat this other stuff up and do it all at one time. I've done a lot of stuff at Scout Camp this way. It works fine. So, there we go. That break up there and start cooking in there with it. Okay. Now, I got one more thing to add to it. A can of refried beans. All right, there we go. I'm just going to go ahead and start mixing everything in here so it's all mixed up good. If you saw one of my other videos, the Southwest Survival Mix, I cooked there. As soon as I had the hamburger cooked, I dumped the rice and the water in for the rice and all the rest of the stuff in at the same time and cooked it up the same way. So yeah, you can cook the rice this way with the meat and everything else, and it's going to be just fine. You don't have to cook the rice up first and then mix everything else together. All mixed up here good. And this will thicken up as the rice absorbs the moisture from it. So, now you can season this some more. You can add some more taco flavoring to it, or chili powder flavoring to it. Give it more flavor. And add more rice. I'll take this down again. There we go. Turn it down to simmer. And you add garlic, onion powder, cumin, whatever else you want to add to it. So actually, I think I'm going to add some stuff to it. I can tell from the smell it needs a little bit more. All right, so I'm going to add a few more things here. Gonna add some onion powder to it. Gonna add some Kinder's wood-fired garlic, smoked flavor. A little bit more of that on it. Really spices things up. Some chili powder. Wrong side. There we go. There we go. And a little bit of cumin. This all in good. Starting to thicken up nicely here as the rice cooks and absorbs moisture. All right, I'll put the lid on it here, and gonna do a little fast forward here, but we're gonna let it simmer here for a couple of minutes, probably about another 4 minutes, and then it'll be because it says the minute rice says 5 minutes, so we're gonna let it simmer a little bit here, and then we'll come back to it. Simmering nicely. All right, so it's been about 5 minutes or so. Go ahead and turn it off. Give it a final stir here. Okay, one thing I forgot I need to get. Some grated cheese. All right, so what I like to do is a little different from most people when they make their burritos. I start out open face. And so then add a bunch of cheese to it. There we go. And one more thing to go with this. Tortilla chips. Move that over. And so what I do I'll wind up with a bunch of these in a bowl next to this, and I'll just start out dipping it first. Yeah. And I'll eat it down a bunch till it's about the right amount to roll up into a burrito for finishing up. But yeah, this is usually how I like to eat this stuff. My boys do too. Actually, it was one of my boys that suggested this. At least eating it this way. There we go. Had to swallow all that. Really good. Really simple. Another variant to use up your beans and rice and meat. Now you can also do this instead of the shredded roast beef. You can use the chicken. You can use shredded pork. Don't freak out when I say this next one. You can also use tuna in it as well. You know, the chicken of the sea. Now you can use tuna in it as well and spice it up with the taco seasoning and everything else, and it makes a great dish. All right, there we got it. Let me bring you back up here. Okay, so this is what we got. This is good. So, as always, everyone, stay happy no matter what life throws at you. Stay safe. Don't do anything foolish. Keep on prepping. Add to your preps food, water, other stuff. Start using your preps. Rotate it through. Practice cooking dishes. And above all, make sure you're good at using your preps, because you don't want this to happen to you.